What does this insidious microbe, the Lyme disease microbe, Borrelia Burgdorferi, what does it do to our body as the host of this tiny little microbe? In this video, we're going to talk about exactly what happens when the microbe enters your body, what it does to your body, what areas of the body it affects, and how it really weighs on us as humans. Hey, my name is Ryan Kearns. Welcome to video number 3 in this series where we're talking about the Lyme disease microbe, Borrelia Burgdorferi. Thanks for being here. If you or a loved one has Lyme disease, I want to first of all invite you to hit the subscribe button on this channel because we're uploading content that's helpful for people with Lyme disease so that they can heal, reclaim their life, and become the best, healthiest version of themselves again. So just click the button, the subscribe button below this video, and subscribe to the channel so that you can stay up to date on the latest and greatest in Lyme disease so we can help you heal, so we can help you get better.
Hey, if you want to heal naturally from Lyme disease, talking about using things like herbs, nutrition, healthy conscious living, if you want to use these tools to heal from Lyme disease, I've got a free ebook for you that I created. It basically sums up everything I've learned over the past 5 years about Lyme disease and how we can heal naturally using natural things in our world, not, prescribing medication or long-term antibiotics or anything that can hurt your body. Instead, we want to focus on the positive things we can add into our life that will help us heal faster and get back to our true self. So if you want that, click the link below in the description. You can have it. It's free. Just put in your email. You'll get it sent to your inbox for free. Just click the link in the description below, take advantage now, and start healing your body, reclaim your life. Let's do this.
All right, with all that being said, the Lyme disease microbe, Borrelia Burgdorferi, first of all, it hides in our tissues and in our cells themselves. It disguises itself as part of the immune system so that the immune system cannot detect it, and it hides in small, tight areas and spaces like cartilage, bones, joints, heart tissue, brain tissue. It hides in these areas so that it can, feed off of things like cartilage, and it can feed off of, our body and ultimately reproduce and then find a new host. Okay, so the second thing that it does is it causes a cytokine cascade in the immune system, which is what causes cartilage, joints, muscles, tissues to break down in the body. Because when there's a ton of inflammation and blood rushing to an area in order to fix a problem that's not really there, well, it is there, it's a tiny little microbe, but it's not really there in terms of like an injury, right? So you can think of this like we're sending this huge immune system response to something very, very tiny that goes undetected. So a huge immune system response to an area will cause some breakdown of tissue, cartilage, bone, etc., so that that microbe can then feed on that breakdown, and that is what it eats. That's how it thrives and reproduces and grows as a species inside of our body. Two things that the microbe really likes to eat, I don't know if eat is the correct word, but what it uses to fuel itself and to reproduce, etc., is collagen, which can be found in the bones, in the joints, in the cartilage of your body, and myelin, which can be found in the eyeballs as one of the areas where myelin exists. That is something that they feed on. That's why some people can have really tough times with their vision when it comes to Lyme disease. You can start to lose their vision because the Lyme microbe is feeding on the myelin, which is behind their eyes, and it causes all sorts of vision problems. Beyond that, really, this microbe can hurt our heart, our brain, our myelin, cartilage, joints. The bones and joints in our body is really where we need to look out for, as well as our heart and our brain. For me, by the time I found out I had Lyme disease, it was attacking my heart. My heart rate went down to 30 beats per minute, which is way below a healthy level for most people, for anyone really. Even high-level athletes sometimes have a really low resting heart rate, and it can get down to as low as 40 beats per minute, 50 beats per minute. But if it gets as low as 30 beats per minute, there is something wrong. And so they hooked me up to heart machines. They monitored my heart for a whole week. Then they monitored my heart with a EKG, they did all types of heart tests and stuff on me to make sure that I wasn't dying. But during all that, I was using the stuff, the actions that are in the ebook that I created called Lyme Wars. You can grab it by clicking the link in the description below. But I used all of those techniques and those processes in order to heal my body. So as I was getting those heart tests done, as I was seeing the results of EKGs and heart tests, I could see myself improving over time. So when I first found out I had Lyme disease, my heart, it was at 30 beats per minute. Then the next time I went, it was at like 40 beats per minute, and it slowly was climbing back up, and it was getting more and more regular heartbeat because I followed the protocols. I followed the herbs, nutrition, healthy conscious living, and stress reduction techniques that I always talk about and that are in the free ebook that I created, so that I could share all this information with as many people as possible so that you can heal from Lyme disease as well. That is why I do what I do. It's why I'm always fired up and have a lot of energy. It's why I'm always making new YouTube videos, why I created this channel, and it's why I am doing any of this. So if you're interested in that, don't forget to grab that free ebook. But the point is, we need to take steps to protect our heart, protect our brain. Those are obviously two very important organs in our body. I mean, that's an understatement. They are necessary parts of living, and we need to really focus on those areas so that we're not paying the price later on. Because as you know, if you have Lyme disease, it can progress throughout your life if you're not doing the necessary steps in order to heal your body, in order to take back control and responsibility for the way that you feel each and every day. If you don't do those steps, it could progress and become worse and worse. You could start to see new symptoms that you didn't have before as the microbe finds its way into these other areas of your body and starts to affect you. So the last thing I would want is for you to finally feel better in your joints, in your knees, and your elbows, and then one day you wake up and your heart isn't working correctly and you have to pay the price that way. That is the last thing I want. It's why we have to focus on the entire body as a whole rather than breaking it down into little bits and pieces and treating symptoms. We need to treat the root cause. We need to treat the entire person as an individual, as a whole body, rather than breaking it down into little tiny pieces, just like normal, modern science tends to do. See, the truth is, if your immune system is healthy and balanced, then the host microbe relationship can exist. In other words, you can survive with that microbe inside of you without feeling any issues or without feeling anything negative, as long as the microbe is getting what it wants and your immune system is healthy enough to not just completely crumble under some of these symptoms, right? And if your immune system is healthy, it's not going to cause an autoimmune response where your body starts to attack itself via the cytokine cascade, and it won't start breaking down all those tissues and cartilage for the Lyme disease microbe to feast on and to survive. So the real goal is to have a healthy immune system, to have an entire healthy being, a whole healthy person, rather than, let's target this thing with antibiotics and kill this thing with antibiotics, or let's just fix the pain in our joints. Let's just fix the heart rate problem, right? We want to really go all full circle around getting a healthy immune system, having a healthy life, using the herbs that help protect the heart, the brain, the tissues in our body, and then using the herbs and nutrition to help us regenerate a healthy immune system, really take over that cytokine cascade with, cytokine remodulating herbs and different processes that we can use that really help us to stay healthy. It's really what it's about. It's about staying healthy. It's about not giving in to the microbes and instead finding a way to remain a whole healthy being. See, real illness with Lyme disease really only happens when our immune system is in a weakened state, okay? And this can happen for a number of reasons, including nutrition, stress in our life, just really the list is endless. It really comes down to lifestyle factors, lack of exercise, anything you do that could lead to an unhealthy immune system response, when the immune system gets weakened like that, that is what affects the body. That's when the Lyme disease microbe can really take a hold and cause serious problems in our body. So we want to make sure that we're taking control, taking responsibility, and building in healthy habits and creating a healthy lifestyle for us to thrive within. So the obvious next question is, how do we strengthen our immune system? How do we fight back? How do we go after the microbe, but more importantly, how do we strengthen ourselves so that the microbe can't take hold and can't cause all these problems in the first place? Well, that's exactly what we're gonna go over in the next video, the final 4th video of the Lyme disease microbe series. And we're really going to talk about how to start taking control of our health, how to start fighting back, and how to start rebuilding all of the processes, all of the tissues, all of the parts in our body as a whole, so that we can become healthy, so that we can regain our life, and so that we can tackle this issue and come out stronger than before, rather than letting it slide us off the rails into, sometimes it leads people into depression because they just can't figure out how to get better, and it leads them into all these financial problems because they're paying all this money to try and heal themselves and it's not working. There's so many problems that can come up, all leading from this one specific issue, which is having a healthy lifestyle. It's building a whole healthy being, like I said multiple times in this video. So hopefully you go to that video. It's probably the most important out of these 4 videos. Now that we understand who the enemy is, what it does to our body, what parts of the body it targets, how it thrives inside of our body, now it's time to learn what to do about it. So finally, we're gonna talk about that in the next video. I can't wait to see you there. Thanks so much. And hit that subscribe button so you get notified as soon as I upload it. It should be in a few days you'll see that video come out, and I can't wait so that I can really help you become healthy and help you regain your life. So thanks a lot. My name is Ryan Kearns. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.